Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Scarfinger, and I just wanted to come in and do a quick little video about some things that I wanted to do for the channel. There's not a whole lot of content here, except for mostly the podcast, but I know that, both Chase and I are we play games, and I want to do a lot more content as far as like playing games. And there's a few series that I do want to do, and I have a whole lot of plans of wanting to do stuff, but my internet here is not really that strong, so I can't really stream. So it's going to be a lot of like recording content in advance and then putting out episodes. I did get a new capture card, and so far everything with the capture card is working very well. As you can see in the background here, there is some NCAA footage that I recorded as like test footage when I got the capture card. And so I just, I really just put in the teams that I created in Team Builder. You got the Scarcasm team and another team, random team that I created, the Richmond team. I want to do a few series. I want to do some of the like city building stuff that I like to do, and some of the and then some of the sports games that I like to do, because for the most part, those are the games that I actually like to play. I don't know why this is taking so long. When I recorded this, I think I was just kind of playing around with levels and stuff and making sure everything was good. But for right now, they're just kind of standing around. But which is weird because the video is reversed and I keep pointing that way, but it's really that way to you. So I'm gonna do that way. I'm gonna try to remember that way. So I play. I want to do a lot of content. Well, I want to start small, and I want to do some series that I'm like super interested in. You're gonna be interested too. On my other channel, the Scarfinger Hoodrich channel, I did do a series where I was playing NCAA, but as a coach and not necessarily as a player, which I liked a lot, because with NCAA, I don't really dig playing the game a lot, because this game has been out since 2013. It's way too easy for me to play. So I did the coaching where I pick the plays and just see what they do, just to test how good I am at doing what so I did the coaching part. And for like the other sports games that I play, I play a little bit of Madden. We could definitely do some Madden, but I like the part where you're the quarterback and you play the story mode, and it's basically the RPG parts, because basically the coaching part of NCAA can be kind of an RPG, because you get points for what they do, and then you level up your character, you level up your coach, you get access to more skills and all of that kind of stuff. I like doing that. I really like playing the basketball games, as not just as a coach, but as just that one player, like the My Career type modes, and I really like playing that. I really liked it in NBA Live, but since NBA Live is not doing a new game this year, it's unlikely that I'm going to do another series starting from scratch, which would be really kind of dope to start from scratch and to do it all over again and play for a team. But since they don't have a new game, there's no reason for me to do it, to be honest. But I do have 2K. I have a character right now that's like a level 84, because I did spend a little bit of money so that my character is an ass, which personally, it would be it'll be difficult, because I'm very trash at 2K. Like, I'm super trash at 2K. But I think it would be fun to create a character, start from the bottom, and try to work my way up. As of right now, I play for the Lakers, which would be kind of cool, but I would really like to start a different character at a different position and try to be on a different team. Now, if you play through the story, you don't really get to choose your team, which is a kind of, it's just weird. You just kind of get drafted and it works from there. But I like to start off as like a shooting guard or something like that and play for the Bucks. I think that's where I would like to do, but who knows what a game is actually going to put me. They might actually put me on the Lakers again, because even like with the Madden, when you're the quarterback starting from nothing, I played the game. I played twice. I did the beginning twice. Both times I got put on the Raiders. So I don't know. I think it might be different because I'm playing a different position on the basketball court. But if it goes well, I think playing basketball and playing the football games could actually be cool. I like the NBA Live thing. If they ever like updated and put in some of the new players, that could be fun. To go back and play NBA Live from last year, because I like that game a whole lot better. It's not even close about how much I like the games. And then eventually I want to try to get into some other things, like some starting another series on Prison Architect and 2 Point Hospital, RimWorld, Spellcaster University. Even though Spellcaster University is kind of is very samey right now, but it's still in early access, and hopefully they can actually get to some good stuff over there. But I'm just trying to branch out. And one thing I want to do, the part of the reason why I wanted to start with NCAA, one, is one of my favorite games of all time, but two, I've seen another YouTuber do a thing where I have no idea why I paused the game at this point. I've seen a YouTuber do a thing where, like, the Patreons and subscribers, he actually put their names kind of into a hat, and like when he does recruiting and he gets new players in, he names those new players after the patrons. And I think that's kind of a cool thing to do. Also, like being in like RimWorld and stuff like that, like you can actually rename characters. So like the idea of naming some of the characters after y'all would be actually cool. RimWorld is kind of weird because the characters can die, but I promise you, I will try my hardest not to kill you. But in the interest of fairness, I want to get into us making some more content, and actually put in some of your feedback, put in some of your names and things into like a hat, and making you a part of this thing, as a part of trying to get things off the ground, like a Patreon, because there's things that I want to do with a Patreon, especially once it gets to a certain level. I know that we do the podcast stuff, I have no idea why that went black. We do the podcast stuff, and I have no idea why the screen went black. I wonder if it's gonna come back, because it's just kind of playing in the background right now. But that just kind of threw me off, and now that just looks weird. Like, what happened with that? I don't know what happened with that. Everything just kind of weird. Anyway, I want to get to doing some more things where we can definitely discuss like more Patreon type things. I guess I'm resizing it. Something happened and I must be resizing it. Yeah, that's probably, yeah, I think that's what happened. I think I was playing around. I don't remember all of this because I recorded this like a week or so ago. So I don't remember all of the things that I was doing in the background there. And it's just kind of weird. But I want to do some more Patreon things. And I think on the first level of the Patreon, where it's just going to be like a couple dollars, and I want to put something, I'm going to call it naming rights, but I'm not like, trying to take like your identities or anything like that, but you can give consent to be able to have your names put in these games that we play, where we can name characters. And I think that would be kind of cool. And I'm finally going to try to get this Patreon off the ground. And another thing, what I want to do is I want to make sure that, we get better equipment. to be able to do this. Hopefully I can get better equipment to help out my internet stuff so that I can do more live streaming type things. And shout out to me right there. That's me, number 36. You can see I'm fat. I'm a fat running back. Shout out to Eddie Lacy. Roof, roof. So we can, and another thing that I want to do for the clouders out there, the vapors out there, I kind of want to get the Patreon to a certain level where I can start getting some things in for us to review and try to do a lot of different things. Now the problem with that is gonna be difficult with the placement of everything, because I know like a lot of YouTubes don't really take off if they have different kinds of content on it. So like I may have to put that somewhere else. Like the vape stuff have to be like, I may have to put that on the Scarfinger Hood Rich thing, or but it's a thing about like we're about different things, but we have to put these we have to put different forms of content in different places on YouTube instead of keeping them in one place where I would prefer they be, because it's a part of who we are. But that's a process. The Patreon thing has been a long process, and I procrastinated, and then it just kind of went away. And I'm going to bring that back. So we're going to try to do some more content, and we're going to have some fun with y'all. And hopefully y'all will be along for the ride. Like, I think, we have a bunch of loyal people that have been listening to the show for years. Next month will be the 10-year anniversary of this, of the show. And like, we kind of want to do some more things and like, not rebuild our community, but make strengthen our community is what I would say. Strengthen our community and make us stronger together. And like, I would really love your input on the things that I've talked about and the things that if you're interested in, this is something you may want to do. Holla at your boy. I may actually rip the audio out of this and put it onto the podcast feed, which would be kind of weird, because if you're, all of the times where I'm mentioning what's happening in the background, I did it again. I need to go that way. All of the times I mention what's happening in the background, that may not be something worth doing on the podcast, or I may have to record something separate. But whatever happens, I thank you again for coming back and checking with your boys, and we're going to try to make this year the best year of the show ever. I know we've had some very good months. We've had some very down months. Hopefully we can get Rob and Sherry back so they can get some more content around. And we're just going to try to do this thing, and we're just going to try to have some fun and bring you more stuff. And I know I was talking about like letting this thing go and retiring, but I don't really feel that way right now. I feel very energized and ready to take on this. But I will say I'm taking on a lot, because I'm also re-energized about the painting, and re-energized about vaping and talking about vaping and all of that kind of stuff. So I'm like really jazzed up about a lot of things, and there's a lot of things that we just don't really have a whole lot of time for on the podcast that I would love to be able to do. And I want to live stream some Killing Floor. Like, there's a lot of things I want to do. So hopefully you're still along for the ride. We greatly appreciate any and everything that y'all have done for the show, and we hope that we're gonna be able to make more things for you. And even if your contribution has only been downloading, that's still a contribution worth acknowledging. So thank you much. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this thing because I've been rambling for almost 15 minutes. So peace out to the Warriors. And I'll be back with some more content later. We're going to start off with the NCAA content, and then I'll probably go to the 2K stuff, because I think the 2K stuff the 2K stuff is interesting, and we're going to work from there. So again, peace out to the Warriors, yo. I'm out.